trying to be part of the special initiative unit that the government is putting on?
I know I am more than qualified for this job.
Facade, John Ogurumba's first short at production, has got lots of impressive roles ahead of its premiere in Lagos. And a chat with producer and some of the cast, we get a front seat role into the story behind the Facade storyline. We still have to pass it. The movie cast a fast-rising Wale Ojo alongside Kehinde Bankole and David Mackenzie.
I played Agent Chesson.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a Secret Service agent that actually investigated the case. It was a kind of he went into the guy's files and investigated and dug up some shady things, and at the end of the day he paid.
Character was I was a contractor that felt that felt that he can just get anything he wants, a typical Nigerian contractor, or I'm not use that word, Nigerian contractor, that feels that he can bamboozle his way anyway, use money to get any kind of contract he wants, and then at the end of the day it's not working for him. And then he's trying to do everything he has to do at all costs to make sure that he gets his contract, because he gets this contract and he spends a lot of money, he's owing debts everywhere. So with change in government, he's not able to get those contracts. So he's trying to make sure, take anybody out of the way to make sure he gets his contract.
The movie chronicles the life of a young man who tries to make it to the top with all the challenges encountered on his quest.
He's still alive! What?
Okay, the movie Facade is about a young couple that really wanted to make it in life. Yeah, the odds were against them. But they tried real hard to struggle to make it. But when they got there, they discovered that, or rather I'm talking about the husband now, discovered that things are not really what they seem up there.
Yeah, from the onset, immediately I read the script, I was impressed with the story. We had to sit down and do a little bit of kind of a script conference, which was very interesting. And then along the line, we didn't just wake up and decide to shoot the movie. Along the line, it got more interesting, and we decided to do it. Right? It's our first project, and we had a lot of challenges, but we decided that this story has to get out, because I wanted to tell a story, a Nigerian story, the way it affects us here in Nigeria.
The script comes with its own fair share of hard works.
But it was kind of weird for me because but it wasn't the reality anyway. Just trying to take out somebody at all costs, and but it was a wonderful experience.
I basically supported the director of the agency to interrogate the bad guy, or the suspect actually. So I gave him my best, trying to pull out some evidences that can actually nail him. But my boss was there, so we're following instructions. So.
Meanwhile, producer tells us about the casting for the movie.
We had a good story and wanted to bring out the best. Wanted to do something unusual, something really good. So I met with the director, who is very good, like I said earlier, very talented, and I worked with him and we picked the best from, we called for an audition and we ran that audition for like, we did it like 3 times. We did it like, we had to choose, people that could deliver, and all the actors on my set, on set, they killed their roles, they delivered like.
Look, I'm sorry. I can't help it. He's still alive. What?
Facade hits the big screens 12th of July 2013.
It's time for another quick break, but before then, let's take a look at some other trending entertainment stories. One of Nigeria's famed thespians, Kemi Lala Akindoju, and award-winning movie maker Kunle Afolayo will take the lead roles in Tunde Kilani's latest movie, Dazzling Mirage, which is now in post-production. Dazzling Mirage is the story of a young, talented sickle cell sufferer who overcomes social stigma, prejudice, and her own low self-esteem to achieve success, marriage, and motherhood. Chocolate City's first female rapper, Price, has released yet another single as she hopes to establish herself on the mainstream radar. The new braggadocio track titled Niger Delta Money exhibited the rapper's punchline prowess. And it appears that Wande Cole is refusing to bear a grudge against his former label boss, Don Jazzy. The bumper-to-bumper crooner, who recently started his own Black Diamond Entertainment imprint, told the UK-based online television that although his Twitter brawl with Don Jazzy made headlines, both parties have since moved on.
I've been with Don Jazzy for a while now, you know what I'm saying? So it was something that I wanted to do, and I've been with them for a while now, so I just decided to start my own outfit. There's no beef, there's nothing, you know what I'm saying? So
Grammy award-winning singer Chris Brown has checked out of the rehab facility where he was undergoing anger management. The singer entered an inpatient rehabilitation center last month, a day after he was released from a Washington, D.C. jail following his arrest on an assault charge. Brown must complete 1,000 hours of community labor in Los Angeles as part of his punishments for beating a former girlfriend Rihanna in February 2009. His arrest on a sidewalk near the White House on October 27 put Brown on a path toward possible prison sentence because of his California probation. Welcome back. Now we go to the foreign scene to catch Jennifer Lawrence usher in the second installment of the blockbuster action flick Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Leicester Square's gardens were given a makeover with flaming torches and a circular red carpet for the world premiere of the second in the Hunger Games franchise, Catching Fire.
Let's move up here.
Jennifer Lawrence, who plays the lead, Katniss Everdeen, led the charge of the hot young actors and actresses at the launch, including Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, Sam Claflin, Jenna Malone, and Elizabeth Banks. The borders of the square were filled with screaming fans braving the rain to the stars. Lawrence, for one, was taken aback by the setting.
It's really crazy. I don't think it's nuts. There's so many people and they're all screaming.
2012 proved a big year for Lawrence, not only because of the commercial success of the first Hunger Games movie, but also because she won an Academy Award for her role in Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah, I don't really think about it. I mean, it's obviously it's an honor. It's great. Nothing in my personal life has changed, fortunately.
The first movie, The Hunger Games, a book adaptation about children being selected for a televised fight to the death, grossed nearly $700 million worldwide and became the surprise hit of 2012. The success was so palatable with studio bosses that 3 sequels were signed off: Catching Fire and Mockingjay Parts 1 and 2, which are out in 2014 and 2015 respectively. Jenna Malone, who plays Joanna Mason in the sequel, tried to sum up why the concept of children in bed matches appealed to such a big audience.
I think it's the first time that a young adult audience was really treated like an adult, in the sense that they were given really great issues, really dark things, really probing ideas, and they were just laid it bare with really interesting characters. I mean, and it doesn't help that we have the most amazing female protagonist ever, you know.
However, Lawrence co-stars Josh Hutcherson and Liam Hemsworth think it's solely down to the central character of Katniss that Lawrence plays.
I think that Jennifer and her portrayal of Katniss is a very real thing that people are really looking for. I think that she has a reluctancy to become the hero that she is, and I think some people can relate to. Is not always just being 100% okay with things in your life and having to work with it.
You know, for a lot of young people, I think they look up to this girl Katniss, you know, because she manages to stay herself and not let the system change her.
Lawrence stepped away from the screaming fans and reporters to spend quality time with a disabled girl at the premiere, talking to her, cuddling her, ensuring she was warm, and thanking her for coming to the premiere.
Thank you so much for coming and being here. I'm excited for you to see the movie.
While Lawrence was giving out love to the girl, her co-stars were sharing their love for the actress. One other actor getting a lot of attention at the premiere was Sam Claflin, who joins the cast as Phoenix, another love interest to Katniss.
I mean, like, people screaming my name. I don't know. Like, I don't know who I am anymore. Like, no, it's insane, man. It doesn't feel normal. It's not. It's a dream come true.
The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, which sees winners from previous games going on a victorious tour set against a simmering rebellion, goes on release globally from November the 20th.
And that's all today. You can keep pace with entertainment news on channelstv.com. And do remember to join us same time next week. I am Maya Ogudeli. Bye-bye.